We are going to hit up some of our favorite vintage shops.
We've been doing so much thrifting and supporting all of the local thrift stores, and we thought today would be a great opportunity to get out and support some of our favorite shops because we love shopping vintage stores just as much as we do thrift stores. So we're really excited. Our first stop today is Tiny Brambles, and we can't wait to show you what's inside. Everything is going to be good. This is a very highly curated vintage store.
It's a Laura vibe in here, I bet.
It's for sure a Laura vibe.
Blaine is the owner. We're in downtown Portland.
Downtown. Right by Pioneer Square. One of the things I love about Blaine's store is that obviously, I mean, my gosh, you guys, if there was ever a store that's Laura's vibe, it's this. And I love that he has a lot of amazing vendors here who know how to curate the space. They mix everything in. So instead of just having an area that you can be limited to, just a 10 by 10, they actually blend everything together so it's stylized. And that really helps people be able to visualize how something would actually look on a coffee table in a space. Because maybe the coffee tables from one vendor, potteries from another. If you just throw it all on a shelf and separate it, sometimes it's hard for people to kind of envision how it's all going to look together. He does it beautifully here. Look at this lamp. This is going to be hard. I might go broke in here.
These things. We're getting right into
Okay,
this.
we're getting in. Here we go, Jesse.
We're getting in.
Those are fun. Now, Blaine was saying he does make his own pottery. I wonder if these are things he's made.
These chairs, I really like these chairs. They're vinyl.
They are really nice though.
Yeah.
What's the designer on it?
Douglas Heaslett? Saltman Safari chairs.
Wow, those are gorgeous. They do have just a little bit of that safari vibe. I like them. This is Andy's. I remember her getting this fortune cookie. I remember seeing it on her Instagram. Isn't that fun?
Oh, that's funny. I didn't even make the connection. That's
Of what it is. Yeah, $24.
You put a little note in there. Hey.
I have one of those. They've got 52 on it. I saw a set of 3 of them with opulence at the Rose City Vintage Market recently too. Once you see one, you see them everywhere. We're loving this art piece. It's by Ina Hellerich. It's $3.25 and it's interesting because it's different colors than what we typically decorate with, but both of us are drawn to it. What if all of a sudden our house is going to become colorful? Wouldn't that be weird?
They're kind of muted colors though. I still wouldn't say it's like...
Too loud?
No, not at all.
I think the colors go brilliantly together. I feel like it's not translating on camera quite as muted as it is in person. It's looking a little more vibrant and dark, isn't it?
It does
We're
look a
looking through the
little
screen
brighter
right
on
now.
the screen.
Yeah, it's a little bit softer, a little bit more muted. We're thinking on it. We're thinking on it.
Drawn to this pottery.
Jesse's drawn to the pottery. I think you should get it. If you're drawn to it, I think you should get it. I keep coming back to it, so I'm gonna get it. It's 42, signed, and I just love the abstract trees on it. I think it'll actually look really good with a decanter too.
I got a new book.
Le Louvre?
Blaine's store is amazing, and we got a couple really amazing things. I got a decanter out of a beautiful studio pottery. Loved the size of it, and I think it'll be great to mix in with some of my wooden and leather decanters. That beautiful picture with the abstract trees. That was actually the first thing that caught my eye when I got into the store. And then I got this beautiful book, Le Louvre, and it's from 1922. Look at this cover. Isn't that stunning? I'm excited. It's over 100 years old.
I'm not judging a book by its cover.
I am judging a book by its cover. I walked up to this and I saw the backside and I thought, I'm getting that book. Please be a good topic. You know, I want to make sure it wasn't like war. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever seen that happen?
Well, that's judging a book by its cover.
Well, sometimes war books have really pretty graphics and design, and then you walk up and you're like, I don't want to learn about a war. I want to learn about art. Thank you very much. The store is amazing. The vendors there are amazing. It turns out that the studio pottery weed pots that Jesse loved were actually done by Blaine himself.
Yeah, he's a talented potter himself.
He is.
Which isn't a surprise, because, you know, he has such a passion already for it.
And he's artistic.
Yeah.
But I think studio pottery is his thing. He's so knowledgeable in it. It's amazing. So if you are in Portland, you've got to go down and check out Tiny Brambles. Support all of the awesome vendors there. Some of them are our friends. Next, we are going to head to Curiosities Vintage. We're excited to show you the store. They just expanded, and it's basically 2 separate vintage malls all combined into one. We are about to kick off another vintage mall. We are at Curiosities Vintage in Tigard, Oregon. And this is where we used to be vendors when it was located in Beaverton.
Our old stomping grounds.
Yeah, we were actually here a couple nights ago for a reseller meetup party, and it was really fun. We got to meet up with a lot of people that we used to work with for quite a few years, so that was really fun.
They recently just expanded.
They did.
So they've got a whole new wing that we haven't really checked out yet. So they're even bigger and better than before, huh?
And 2 of my good friends have spaces in the new addition, so we're gonna go check out their spots too. Hey, check this out.
Lost you.
I'm hiding.
Lost you already.
I was like immediately in this space. But look at this. It's $12 and it's a frosted glass dice.
It's actually glass?
Yeah.
It's acrylic, sorry.
No, it's glass or
Ooh, it's
maybe
heavy.
crystal. Look at the way the light hits through it. I think we need that for bunko decoration.
Oh,
I actually recently sold a couple of the wooden ones, so I'm elevating. I'm getting classier with glass now.
Yeah, hopefully no one rolls this thing.
This is really nice. It's actually artist signed Steve Woods Black Walnut Maple. Doesn't have a price on it. Let's see if they can call the vendor. They said $20 for the wooden bowl base, so we're gonna get it. Hey, it's Gumby's horse. I love this guy. There's a rock and roll Gumby.
Johnson 673.
73. Okay, I like that. That's a really nice one. So it's signed by the artist. What'd you say it says? D. Johnson?
D. Johnson, and I'm guessing June 73.
That's a really nice one. I like the lip and the coloring. $22. That's not bad. They have so many good vendors here. Here's a little Batosi style horse, $30. Majestic Italy horse. I like the way they label it. It is very majestic. It's almost the same, but just a tiny version of mine that I have. Remember how we found those linens that had the orange columns on them?
Yeah, a lot of people said they were like handkerchiefs instead of like napkins or something.
Handkerchief. Oh, here's something kind of similar. I was just wondering if we would find something that had...
Or like maybe for tea or something, right?
Yeah, little tea towels. So this is the style of the tree. That's beautiful. Look at all that needlework.
Oh Yeah.
That is amazing.
It just says amazing on the tag.
Oh my gosh, it does. It totally. Well, then they labeled it accurately. Look at these move. They're like little bells carved in the mountains of Ukraine. $95. That's not a bad price for something that massive. I feel like I need to look up some comps online because that could be worth a lot more. Can you imagine how long it would take to carve this?
Wouldn't even know where to start.
Me neither. I guess with a tree. Can't pass it up. Well, it might be one of the most incredible candle holders I've ever seen. And we're getting these too. I love those. Okay.
They already have candle. Oh.
Yeah, they have candles.
They come with stubby candles.
I'll take it. I'll take all the candle holders.
Good finds.
Thank you. I'm
Press this in.
under 10 minutes. I'm pretty happy right now. Oh, these are only 18.
Those Dansk?
MCM wood. Let's see if they're signed. Either way, that's a great price. They're not. I'll probably put a fresh coat of paint on them. I would never paint teak or unpainted ones, but because they've already been painted, they're fair game. We could do any color we want. What is going on? We are having the best luck. Look at this pottery. I think it's raku fired, and it's got a tree in it.
It's got more than one tree in it.
It sure does. It's a bunch of birch trees, and it's only $15.
Anne Marie.
Anne Marie, I like it. All right, that's going up front too. This art's pretty neat. 65, artist unknown. You know what I kind of like about it is the haircut makes me think.
Medieval times?
Yes, like Anglo-Saxons when the Vikings came over.
I believe they are the priests of their god.
Take what you will. This is what we came for.
Makes me think of like Robin Hood or something.
Yeah, and he even has like his little loose shirt up at the top, you know, the way they would just wear a sack.
A sack.
Yeah, 65. That's tempting. I wish I knew who the artist is. I might take a picture and do research just for fun later.
I know that there's another area here that's like Garfield crazy, so if you are a Garfield aficionado, this is the spot to go, I guess.
That whole cabinet's full too.
I know, this is like the world's largest Garfield collection.
This spot. This is interesting. Is this like a wardrobe door maybe? It says Art Deco
Armoire
door, early 1900s. $148 as is. I don't have a need for it, but that would be really neat if you needed something for like a backdrop for photography. Think about like right here, you could actually have a slab of marble or something and then have this beautiful wood for your backdrop.
Yeah.
That'd look really pretty.
Talking about the rat, right? No. Oh, the door?
No, definitely not there. But I really appreciate that they can have Garfield, gnomes, rats, and then a beautiful Art Nouveau door. Okay, we have to take a second for the home interior candle holder because I found these long candelabra before, but I don't know if I've ever seen them with the amber shades before. For those of you who come across these wooden candle holders, they don't always have the original shades. Personally, I like them better without the shades, but that's just a me thing. Truly, this is Garfield heaven. This one's pretty awesome because it's a phone. Look at this thing. How funny. Did you see how his eyes open when you pick it up? Mm-hmm. That's funny. That makes two. Check out this octopus. Is this lucite? Acrylic? That is so cool. I've never seen this before.
What is it made of?
Acrylic.
Like a mold?
Uh-huh. Isn't that neat? This is a 3-piece desk set. So you've got that probably to hold letters. You've got this to hold your pens. And then is this to seal things, like to press down to seal an envelope? What do you think?
don't know. Not my era.
Either. I really like them though.
I know what a keyboard and a mouse is.
Right,
really
wrong
from this.
I feel like $29.50 for the 3 of them is pretty good, but I sure don't know what you would use this for nowadays. This could be used for makeup palettes. That could be used for brushes. I always turn desk sets into makeup vanity sets now. I can't remember if I've seen this here before and passed on it, but we're not going to pass on it today. It is not $17 from the silver bar, $35. So this is the new addition that they've just added on. I don't know how many vendors they have, but I know that the vendors are top notch over here. Oh, this is a good case. I haven't seen these items yet.
I don't think this was here the other night.
No,
I feel like
they're
this was
still
a
setting
case
up.
full of Garfield stuff.
Was
I
it?
think so.
I like that Roycroft candle holder, $175. This is Andy's space with all put together. And I probably am gonna recognize some of these finds because we just got back from a girls picking trip. And then this booth over here is Taylor with Portland Revibe. And again, I'm probably gonna recognize some of these things because we were on a girls trip picking and it was so fun to see what everybody was finding. Some of us have similar styles, but there are definitely differences and it makes it so fun to go out sourcing together because we really all appreciate each other's finds.
That's cool. These little mountain-looking Blanco bookends.
Yeah, I like the texture.
I know, those are cool.
Sometimes you see the frosted glass, but that one actually has a little ripple to it.
It's just different. I haven't seen that one before.
I am super excited. That candle holder is incredible. So pretty much I'm just excited to go decorate with everything that we just got. I'm gonna sell it all. It's all gonna be for sale, but mostly I'm just excited to go decorate.
You want to go home and play with your toys that you just bought?
I do, I sure do. This is why I love doing what I do, because I love all the different aspects of my job. I'm so lucky. I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to create a beautiful website with easy to edit website templates and no coding needed. Squarespace offers full commerce and marketing features to run your business online. With members areas, you can build out multiple pages offering whatever kind of content you want to offer your followers or customers. I am offering exclusive access to my members area for free for our travelers, but with a Squarespace website, you can offer paid subscriptions to your member areas, which means that you can create a completely new stream of revenue and income for your brand and your business. Whether you're wanting to offer tutorials on how to DIY projects or how to become a reseller online, or you're wanting to share exclusive content for paid members only, there are endless options for what you can create in your member areas. You can stay connected, stay in touch, share information, all while building your brand and your business. And Squarespace gives you all of the tools you need to create a beautifully designed space.
Head to squarespace.com to start your free trial today, and when you are ready to launch your own website, head to squarespace.com/leftcoast to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. A huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I love vintage shopping. I know we can find the best bargains at thrift stores oftentimes, but you can go to 20 Goodwills and you are not gonna find this high of quality of stuff. And on top of that, I'm supporting not only my friends at the local vintage malls, but their stores, also the thrift store or the estate sale or the other picker that they bought it from on an online auction. Who knows where everybody gets their stuff. We all have our different sources, usually a combination of all of them. But the bottom line is you do pay up
a little bit more when you are buying things from an antique store, but you're supporting so many small businesses along the way. And time is money too, so running around to thrift stores to try to find this high of quality of things is not an easy thing to do. Typically in a day, I would maybe find only one of these items when I'm out thrifting, along with lots of other items that are good for resale, but they're just not quite this fantastic. What do you think that I should do with these candle holders? I don't know if I should paint them a different color. I was even thinking about maybe doing them a blue or a red and putting them with my Scandinavian Christmas decor. They're a little bit banged up and they definitely need a new fresh coat of paint, but I could also strip them and see what kind of wood is underneath them too. Let me know in the comments below what you would do with these. We would also love to know if you want to see more of these types of episodes where we are out buying really curated and really beautiful things from antique stores. And honestly, I still think we got an incredible deal on everything here. So let us know in the comments below if you would like to see more of this type of content along with our thrifting. I also wanted to show you inside of this beautiful book. I'm really excited for this for a few reasons. I actually love art. And the other reason is that the back on this is so beautiful that I actually think I'm going to take a high resolution photo of this and use this for some graphics. And I might be working on a project that you might not see for a long time, maybe a year or two. But when you do, you'll recognize this.
Thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. We had a blast.
We had a great time.
And how do you do this? We'll see you in the next episode. Do you do this?
Yes, that's perfect. I'm really...
Yeah?
I'm really
Tell me
not
more.
wanting hair in my mouth.
Tell me more.